We are looking at the 5 chapters of James, and I just want to bring out in these videos that the gospel is very clear in the book of James, and it is not a different gospel that's coming from James than what we find in the letters of Paul or in the letters of Peter or in the letters of John. Considering chapter 2, it follows on from chapter 1, which says about the word implanted, that we have turned from the filthiness and the rampant wickedness of the world around us and received the word implanted. We have born again because of what Jesus has done for us, and Christ's work and Christ's life has given to us new life. Therefore we show no partiality. This is a response to that gospel. The true gospel truly changes us, and we don't have this idea of favoritism, of saying, I just want to look after rich people because they look after me. I just want a win-win situation. No, rather, we show love as Jesus has taught us. And a lot in James of the ethical teaching is the same as the Gospel of Matthew. There is no difference here. It's caring for your neighbour. The royal law, you shall love your neighbour as yourself. That's what Jesus said, straight out of Matthew, that love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind and strength, and love your neighbour as yourself. So this royal law that Jesus gave, this is the law of liberty. It's not saying go back and live by the law of Moses. It's saying Jesus has brought the law of Moses into a full revelation in himself, and we, truly being Christians, are going to live in that law of liberty. And so we all fail in doing that. If we keep the whole law but fail in one point, then we're accountable for it. So we're not being saved by keeping the law. That's in the same conclusion that Paul makes in Romans. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. And so we're to live by mercy, not judgment. And as it says there, for judgment is without mercy to the one who shows no mercy. Mercy triumphs over judgment. That's the gospel, that we are judged by our sin, but we're saved by the mercy of Jesus Christ, who doesn't treat us as we deserve. And then it goes on this complex passage of where it seems to contradict Paul, where it says we're justified by faith alone. But James says, no, you're not justified by faith alone, because faith apart from works is dead. Well, they're saying two different things. Paul is emphasizing that we are declared righteous because of what Jesus has done to us, done for us. And James would agree. But James is saying here, don't claim that Jesus has just saved me, free from the law, or perfect condition, sin all I want. There's always remission. Jesus has saved me, and so what does it matter how I live? No, Jesus has saved me. It's life for life. His life was given for mine. Now I therefore live for him. So when Paul writes, it's no longer I that live, but Christ that lives in me, James is agreeing with that. And James is saying the same thing. What is showing us that we have true faith? That's the justification here. What can justify our position of saying we're a Christian? It's because you can see our works. It's because, like Abraham, we are willing to obey the word that God has given to us. Like Rahab, we are willing to stand up for Jesus rather than just live in this world and compromise. And so this is talking about true faith. True faith apart from works is dead. So it's consistent with what the Christian life is. And the wisdom of a Christian, yes, we're saved by what Jesus has done, but this new life we are given now, if we truly are saved, if it is true faith in Jesus, it will be accompanied by works that we do as we walk in the Spirit, not in the flesh. Amen.